Hi students, my name is Dr. Richard Allington. I'm very excited to welcome you to this class, History 1150, History of Western Civilization, Part 1. This class covers a fantastic topic. It covers the very origins of the civilization that has come to influence so much of the modern world. The way in which human beings have changed their behavior, the different religious, philosophical, technological discoveries and developments that have taken place during this period, the challenges, successes that are associated with these changes. And so it's a great topic. I hope you enjoy the course. In this video, I just want to give you an outline of where everything is in Blackboard. And so my hope is that by showing you this, then you'll know where everything is in the class and you'll be able to get started. So we'll begin on the home page, as you can see here. You have the welcome video. That's what you're watching right now. So you're already well up to schedule. You have the syllabus. As it says here, please read carefully. The syllabus will give you all the information you need in terms of when assignments are due, what you need to be reading in order to stay up to date with the rest of the course. So after you finish watching this video, I encourage you to take a good 15 minutes or so to read through the course, read through the syllabus, and see how grades for this course are broken down, see what the expectations of the course are, see what the different assignments are and when they're due, and of course let me know if you have any questions. Just in general, I should have pointed this out at the beginning, but just in general, you have my office hours up here. I encourage you to take advantage of these. I feel like there's a sense that when you're taking an online class in particular, the idea is that you'll go away and do this by yourself and no one will really help you. I want to help you. I want you to be successful. I want you to come to me when you have questions, when there's anything that you're uncertain about. If you want to talk about an assignment before you turn it in, make sure you're on the same page as me. Make sure you are understanding my expectations. I encourage you to do that. You have the times here, but they are really just a basic outline. I'm happy to make appointments to meet with you at any time during the day, during the week, to work with your schedule. Email me at any time. We can fix a time to call. More than happy to set up video conferences on Zoom or on Skype as well. I've done that a number of times with students. It's always been enjoyable and productive. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Okay, so to return back to the structure of the course, we have the syllabus, which you're going to read after you've watched this video. Then you have this folder here, these help videos. Now, I imagine if your experience with help videos has been the same as mine, they're not actually very helpful. They don't necessarily address the questions that you're worried about. I hope that these videos will be different. There's something new that I've done. I hope that they're helpful to you in explaining my expectations for each of the different assignments for the course. That's my goal. So before you turn in an assignment for the first time, you're doing your first journal for the course, I encourage you to watch one of these videos and get a sense of what my expectations will be for that assignment and how I will grade it. So, you have ways in which that I can help you, and again, I'm anxious to do so, either through my office hours or for these videos about specific assignments. You also have this discussion board here. Often, it's the case that your fellow students will be able to help you more quickly with certain questions, certainly not all questions, but with certain questions more quickly than I can. And so I've provided this discussion board here. If there's another student who's online at the same time as you have a question, maybe they can answer your question within 5 minutes instead of having to set up an appointment with me. Or if I'm working on another class or meeting with a student, it might take me a couple of hours or so to respond to your query. So I encourage you to subscribe to this board so that you can ask questions and so that you can help your fellow students. So you're going to read the syllabus. That's probably going to take you about 15-20 minutes to read it carefully. You're going to subscribe to the Student Help discussion board. Then you're going to sign the participation agreement. This is very important because it means that I and the university administrators know that you are engaged in the course and involved in the course. And so it's important that you do this before August the 25th, so also that we can release your financial aid. So very important that you complete the participation agreement after you've read through the syllabus, after you're signed up to the class discussion board. And then we have these two other folders here, weekly modules and course texts, but you can also find those at the top of the page. So I'm going to go back to the top of the page now. So I admit I have something of a hobby I enjoy. It's a sad and nerdy hobby, and it's not my only one. But I do enjoy trying to make my Blackboard shells as easy to access and as intuitive and simple as possible. So if there is a way that it could be more simple, please don't hesitate to let me know. Here I've tried to make this very simple for you. Here's where you go to see your grades. Here's where you go for the different assignments of the week, and here's where you go for the course readings. So we'll start here. This is a little more basic, so we'll start here. So you click on the course readings, and as you saw, that folder is also available further down the text page and further down the home page. Here you have the different readings that you're going to require during the semester. All of the readings that you'll require you can find through this page. Here you have the link to the Pearson textbook that you should have purchased for the course. You will not be able to access it unless you've purchased a code, an access code for the textbook, but the textbook is right here. Here you have all the primary source readings for our discussion boards each week. Each week we'll have a discussion board of a primary source reading, and you can find them all here. They're also linked in the discussion boards. And here you have the two longer sources that we're going to read during this course. Barkai, which is a great Greek tragedy, ancient Greek play, and the Song of Roland, which is a medieval epic poem. Both of these are great texts. These are the weeks when we're going to be focusing on these particular texts, and so I encourage you to familiarize yourself with this particular tab. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. But you can find everything that you'll need to read for this course on here, provided that you've bought the textbook code. Weekly modules folder, that's what we're going to turn to now. The weekly modules, these are this is the most important tab for the course. This is where you'll find all your work for each week. And so what I've done is I've grouped all of the assignments for the week, both content that you need to read or to watch and assignments that you need to complete. I've grouped them all together each week that they're due. So everything that you need to do before August the 22nd is here. There's not a whole lot of stuff in here because it's week one, just getting going. And everything you need for the next week is in here. Now, these folders lock at the end of the week. So if your work's not in, then you won't have access to the assignments. So make sure you're keeping up with your assignments. Also note that homework for this class is consistently due on Saturdays. So Saturday is the last day each week when it's possible for you to complete the assignments for that week. So make sure you keep that in mind, that you don't get caught out. You don't have the whole weekend each time. You have Friday night, all of Saturday, but then by Sunday you should be moving on to the next module. And so the reason I've done this, I think this accommodates best people who want to work ahead and people who want to work nearer to the deadline for any number of reasons. So let's go into the week 2 module, which is the first complete one. Week 1, as I said, it's a little short. So week 2 will give you a better representation of what we're doing in the class. And so at the top of each module, at the top of each week's folder, you have an agenda, which sets out what's required, what work is required for you for the week. And then a schedule that I've suggested. a schedule that leaves you with your weekend free. Now, I know that we all have different schedules. We can't all work at the same pace, but I just want to give you an idea of the amount of time that you should be spending on these different items. And I want to give you a sense of the type of schedule you should be following. This is a way for you to know whether you're kind of up to speed and up to date with the course, or whether you're kind of falling behind and leaving yourself a lot to do during the rest of the week. It's also the case that I haven't done this before. This is something new in my courses, the suggested schedule. So I welcome any feedback from this. I've tried to estimate how long it will take you to complete these different assignments, but I don't know for sure. So any feedback on this, if I need to tell you that you need longer to complete a certain assignment or shorter to complete a certain assignment, please just let me know. That would be very helpful for me. So you have your agenda and your suggested schedule here. You have your lecture videos. These are overviews provided by me to supplement your reading of the textbook, you see here, and PowerPoints. So basically, this is the shortest, the most condensed version where I kind of summarize what's going on. This goes into a little more detail. The PowerPoint goes into a little more detail, and then the textbook goes into even more detail. So that's how all of these work together. Then you have mashup videos like this one, content that I've taken from YouTube. It's one of the great advantages of online classes, that you can integrate lots of different perspectives. And so I've provided these videos as well, just to give you another perspective on the content that we're learning each week. Each week we'll have a quiz on the material from the textbook, from the PowerPoint, from my lecture videos, from the mashup videos. And so you will each have 3 chances to take the quiz. So 3 opportunities to take the quiz, and then it takes your last response. So now we're moving from content, textbooks, PowerPoints, etc., into assignments. So we have the quiz. Each week we'll have a discussion board, a discussion of a primary source. And most weeks, at least at the beginning, we'll have a writing assignment. These writing assignments are designed to help you prepare to write the papers that are necessary for the course. And so I encourage you to take these assignments seriously, because they'll help you prepare to write papers that will come later in the course. And then lastly, each week you'll have a journal that in which you set out. It's kind of just a way for you to engage with me and let me know how the course is going for you. And so if you want to learn more about these assignments, my expectations for these assignments, I encourage you to watch those help videos that are linked on the first page. Thank you very much. And again, welcome to the course. Don't hesitate to let me know if I can help you in any way, or if you have any questions.